This is Caroline Crater. I'm a science teacher at Glendale Middle School. Today I'm going to show you a self-grading assessment on eBackpack. I use self-grading assessments both for testing and also for immediate feedback for my students so they can see how they're doing on content material and know whether they're getting the correct answer or not before they do an entire worksheet. So this particular self-grading assessment is about cells. And so what I have done using my computer, I don't build this stuff on the iPad because it is slower on the iPad to put it together and fast on the computer. I have taken images from the internet and written questions about cells. So if you look at the question being shown here, it asks what type of cell is shown, and my students have the opportunity to pick from these options. They select the answer they think is correct and submit it, and they immediately know whether or not they got the answer correct or not. So they can evaluate how they're doing as they go along. Also, on the self-grading assessments, I can have it set up so that my students, if they don't do well on the assignment, they can take it again, and I can make a minimum cut score for the student where they have to hit an 80% proficiency, or else they have to continue to take it until they've actually achieved 80% proficiency, showing me that they have mastered enough content area. On the assignment, you can also set up things where there are this one's not one of those, but you can set up things where they have to identify things from pictures. So for example, in this particular question, what is G pointing at? And they scroll through and they select the correct answer again and answer it. eBackpack has a lot of great stuff when it comes to self-grading. You can also set it up so it will automatically sync with your gradebook so that you don't have to type all of these scores in. It will just upload directly to you, and it will re-upload their score if they retake it, putting in the new score instead of the old score, so that if students have to retake things, you don't have to go in and change all of their grades. I love this. It saves me lots of times to grading things, and my students prefer it to worksheets because they get automatic feedback. eBackpack self-grading assessments.